Hi hotties, what's up?
Welcome to the sleepover where I wear a full face of makeup, but today I'm going to be doing another girl talk. I say girl talk loosely, you know, any gender is welcome. I have been doing girl talks for a while. I know I haven't done one in so long, but I was kind of getting like tired of answering kind of the same questions, and also I was like really overwhelmed. So today I'm going to be talking about a few topics and kind of going in depth, and let's get into it. So the first one is kind of an interesting one. It's comparing yourself as an influencer, and I know that a lot of you probably won't completely relate to what I'm about to say, but I feel like a lot of it can pertain to just comparing yourself in general to other people online or just in real life. So the thing about being a YouTuber or social media human is that numbers kind of matter a lot, and it really sucks because it's not great for your mental health at all when you are equating your self-worth with the amount of people that click a button and want to follow you and kind of see how your life goes. And I know a lot of you are thinking numbers don't matter, you know, don't just do whatever makes you happy. And of course, like the content that I make, I'm so proud of and I'm so happy what I'm doing, but you can't really disregard the follower count and kind of just how you're growing and all of that, because it is my career. It's how I, you know, sustain myself and my family and just everything like that. So it really does matter, unfortunately. And it's kind of really the only tangible thing of, you know, how successful you are on the internet. Oh my god, it is so bad. I am such a Social Blade whore. And if you don't know what Social Blade is, it's basically this website where you can see how many followers you're gaining or subscribers, and you can also search up other people and see how their growth and everything like that. And it is so toxic. I blocked it for a few months, but then I like unblocked it because I kind of needed to see all that stuff for myself, to see how I'm growing throughout the months and years. But it's real bad because at first I'll just go on Social Blade just to see my growth and be like very happy with it, because I'm like, wow, this is amazing, like people actually want to, you know, listen to me, I guess, or at least like my outfits or something, that they would want to follow me. And then I'll be like, how is this person doing? And then I'll see that their follower count is going by like probably 500% more than me, and then that make me feel shitty. Oh, it's bad. I can't believe I'm like admitting this right now. And I know it's so shallow sounding the way that I'm talking about this, but it's so hard not to compare yourself to others in any sense, you know? It's very easy to say, don't care about what other people think, it doesn't matter. And I can't wait for the day where I actually don't care, but I know, at least for myself and probably some of you guys, like it's just hard. You're constantly surrounded by other people that you only see their achievements and everything like that. You don't see the downfalls of everything. I'm really grateful and proud and happy to be in a place where I am so proud of the content that I'm putting out. I put 110% into video editing and just kind of like curating my Instagram photos. You know, I think at the end of the day, like I'm doing my best. I am being myself. I love what I'm putting out, and that can only reflect in how other people think. And if they don't like it, then they don't like it. You know, I'm not going to change myself to appeal to the masses, because that's not what I had to do. I have been an influencer since I was 13 years old. Okay, scratch that. I've only been making YouTube videos since I was 13 years old, and I didn't really take it seriously until like 5 years ago. But I still feel like I've been on here for a while. I've seen when YouTube used to kind of be like MySpace, and you can kind of like edit your like whole channel and all that stuff. That was so fun. Honestly, I think it really fucked with me. I was so young when I started this whole thing that I kind of started to equate my self-worth to the amount of people that would follow me. So then I would make content that would appeal to everyone, and then it just wasn't me. I didn't love it at all. But then I was like, well, if I actually start being myself, and what if people don't like me? And then I take it personal, you know? So it's just like a very blurred line. And ever since TikTok came along, you know, people are blowing up faster than ever before. They have been on the app for probably 2 months, and they have like a total of like 10 million followers. And I've been here since, you know, when I was 13, and I'm not saying I'm not grateful for each and every one of you, because I absolutely am. I love y'all so much. Don't get it twisted, you know? But it's kind of disheartening that I'm like, what's wrong with me? You know, why isn't that happening to me? It's like this very internal conflict with myself when I know that I'm being extremely irrational, where I'm like, it doesn't make sense, like the way that I'm thinking, but I just can't help thinking like that. It's such a big cycle, and I am growing up now. Like, I'm understanding that it's usually not personal, and all you can really do is try your best and be yourself. Like, I know I'm not gonna be this content creator for the rest of my life, probably. Social media apps will come and go. I probably won't be able to keep up when I'm older, so I just really need to be grateful for the time that I have right now, which I am, don't worry. I just really need to take in every day as a blessing. And whenever I'm feeling down, I'll just go on my like YouTube comments or Instagram comments, and then I'll actually feel like I'm talking to people. Filming content sometimes feels like one-sided. Like right now, I'm literally sitting on my bed, my webcam's on, and I'm just like talking to it, I'm like staring at myself, and then I can't really comprehend that thousands of people are going to watch this. So it's really nice to kind of like ground myself and be like, yes, you know, people are watching this, they're absorbing what I'm saying, and it's really, really refreshing, and it's really nice. And I think all of this kind of plays in with perfectionism and kind of overworking yourself, because when making videos or just anything in general is your job, you want it to be, you know, as perfect as you want, and you tend to overwork yourself with that. I saw this really interesting TikTok about this person that like migrated from their 9-to-5 job into, you know, the influencer world, and how they were talking about how, you know, they thought they were escaping the like American workforce trade, which is a 9-to-5 job, into, you know, an influencer job where it seems like it's so like carefree, you know, you have your own hours, it's like you don't have to report to no one, you're self-employed. But they quickly realized that it is basically a 24/7 job. You are kind of not like processing moments like a normal person, which really sucks. But, you know, I never really regret kind of documenting moments in my life because I have really bad memory, so it's really nice to be able to see pictures and videos and just like vlogs and stuff, kind of remembering the times. But in the moment, it does kind of deter away from actually enjoying the moment fully, because you're thinking, oh, how can this be content, blah 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 blah. So they were talking about how they were escaping the American workforce trade into basically a fancier cage. In terms of kind of relating this to actual normal person life, you know, comparing yourself to others, more likely than not, is detrimental to your mental health. I guess a positive of it could be that if you see someone achieve a goal that you really, really wish for, that it is possible to get there. I mean, you know, there are barriers of misogyny, you know, racism, class. Usually, if someone can achieve it, you can too. It's kind of cool to see some people, you know, achieve their dreams, and then that inspires you to do something more. But I feel like when we are comparing ourselves to others, It's usually in a self-hatred way where you're being very like negative with yourself and you're not being grateful for the life and everything that you have. So that's kind of why I've been journaling a lot. I have been writing everything that I'm grateful for, and it really helped me realize the stuff that I take for granted, and that, you know, comparing myself usually won't benefit me in any way. So instead of comparing myself to others and feeling hate towards them, I am just happy for them for achieving their goals. You know, everyone has their different paths in life. We can do this. You know, I love y'all. I believe in you. The next topic is the pressures to experience things, to be mature and or cool. So I definitely experienced a lot of this in high school, not so much college, because I realized that a lot of stuff from high school really doesn't fucking matter at all in college. But I knew I had pressure to, you know, have my first kiss, have sex, drink, smoke, all that stuff. And I was just so overwhelmed because it was mostly during my senior year of high school where I kind of went through this spiral of like, damn, I haven't done shit. Like, everyone in college is gonna think I'm a loser. Everyone around me in high school is gonna think I'm a loser if I'm gonna graduate and I don't do XYZ, all that stuff. But usually, like, people really don't care. And if they do care, that's kind of weird, right? Like, why do you care if I've had my first kiss or, you know, done all that? Like, it's just odd. If you like think about it, like, why do people care that much? But yeah, especially for my first like makeout session, oh my god. Okay, I think I've already talked about this before, but it was scheduled, guys. Like, my best friend at the time was kind of like, I haven't like made out with someone yet. That's kind of weird. And I was like, damn, okay. She was like, I'm gonna schedule you your first makeout, so then before you graduate, like, you won't like feel left out. And I was like, I mean, you're the one that's making me feel left out, but like, okay, I guess. It was literally scheduled. Oh my god. And it was so awkward. It was so bad. I regret it horribly. When you rush things and you don't do things at the pace that you feel comfortable with, it usually ends in regret. And then when I lost my virginity, I think I was ready. Like, looking back on it, I don't regret like when I lost it or all that stuff, but you know, I definitely did feel the pressure of losing it before I graduated high school, because I didn't want to go to college a virgin, because that would be the worst thing ever, right? No, absolutely not. People really don't care at all. Like, I feel like right now I'm a senior in college. I think it's like 50-50 the people that I know that are non-virgins and virgins, and people really don't give a fuck. Like, I don't know why media and all that stuff makes it such a big deal. I think it really comes down to the people that you surround yourself with. You're not gonna ditch like your best friend usually because of something like that. Especially in high school, you feel like it's gonna be the end of the world. So you do things to like please other people and you're not doing it for yourself. And it's just really, I hate that. Like, I wish that people would just mind their business. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to feeling confident in your personality. And when I read this, I was just so, I loved this question or this kind of topic, because I feel like usually when people talk about being confident, it's usually about like, you know, your appearance, like your body and all that. But I don't think a lot of people talk about, you know, kind of like your mental things. Your personality is a huge part of you. It basically is you. So feeling confident in who you are as a human and not the way that you look is equally, if not more important. I struggle through this so much, and I think now I'm pretty confident in who I am as a person. You know, obviously I go through my ups and downs. Sometimes I'm like, am I too bubbly? Like, do I really want to present myself this way? But at the same time, I'm like, well, this is who I am. I'm not gonna just like mask myself into being the person that I think other people want me to be. Let me tell you, your actual personality is a million times more interesting and fun than a persona that you put up for other people. You know, sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I wish I was like a mysterious, cool girl, you know, but it's just not me. I love oversharing. I love making these videos. Again, I think this definitely relates to the people that you surround yourself with, or, you know, just being with yourself all the time. When you can truly be yourself, when you are surrounded by people that don't accept you or often criticize you for doing certain things that they think is weird, or, you know, all that stuff, like, it's just not worth it. It's very exhausting, especially through college. Like, I kind of ditched all of the people that I knew in high school because I realized in college that you could actually make friends that care about you. I think it's okay to cut people off that, you know, just are mean to you. Like, if people are saying that your personality is not cool, like, they're being mean to you. They're being bitches, and it's just not worth your time. Next up is the fetishization of Asian women. This is gonna be most of it, if not all, stems from the really harshful and false stereotypes about Asian women all being submissive, cutesy, you know, sex objects, and just childlike anime girls. And it's just, oh, it's so bad, especially on TikTok. Girl, I've been seeing so much on TikTok of, like, just, it's, I'm like, oh my god, block. Oh my gosh. So in passing conversations with friends, they would talk like, you know talking about boys and all that stuff, and they were like, I think he would like you because he has like yellow fever. He's just never been with an Asian girl before. Huh? Repeat that? Huh? But get this, when I was in high school, I was like, this is so sweet. Like, I'm taking it as a compliment because, like, no guys ever pay attention to me anyway, so, wow, I'm getting validation. If I could slap my 17-year-old self all the way to next week and back, I would. I was so young, naive, and I wanted white validation so bad that I, like, just let it slide, and I was like, thanks. And I think a lot of people that think that Asian fetishization is not real will be like, you should be grateful that people are attracted to your race or ethnicity. Oh, I can't. My head hurts. Fetishization does not mean acceptance and is not a preference, okay? The fetishization of Asian women, Asian people in general, all of POC, Black people, Native Americans, just strips everyone, all of the affected communities, into their race or their ethnicity. Guess what? Not all Asians are anime girls. There's different ethnicities, guys. Look, a lot of people, I feel like, don't realize that. They just think all Asians are Chinese, Korean, or Japanese. I don't even think they acknowledge that anime is Japanese. They just think it's just this whole, I don't know. Some people just stupid in the head. And we're basically all just seen as exotic objects. Okay, so speaking again particularly about Asian women, because that's basically all I can talk about because I don't want to speak over any other communities. I'm pretty sure Asian women are the highest group of like sex trafficked people. So that's really fucking nasty. Wow, teaching empathy in 2022. You would think that we would all know this by now, but unfortunately, a lot of people don't. Okay, so the last topic I'm going to be discussing is feeling left behind, or not feeling like you're achieving enough for your age. I think everyone goes through this. Everyone. You know, whether it be your first kiss, you know, feeling like you're failing in life because you didn't get accepted into your dream college. At least for me, like, I'm only 21, right? Like, I feel like I'm pretty young still, and I'm seeing people my age getting married, getting their first house, having children, and I'm like, bro, I don't even know, like, how to do basic things. Like, oh my god, I'm a failure. Like, why don't I know this stuff? And it's just like, I feel like it's kind of a part of growing up, unfortunately. Like, I just think us as people, we're kind of programmed to always want more. I think we all need to cement in our little brains that everyone goes at their different paces, and that just because you're not achieving something as quickly as someone else, because it seems like they have the perfect life and you don't, doesn't mean that you won't achieve your dream life. I am a firm believer that everything happens for a reason and at the right time. So, for example, when I was reaching 500,000 subscribers, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And I'm so happy that this is happening, like, when I'm making the videos that I love. I am just so happy with everything that I'm doing. And I remember when I was in high school, going into college when I was 18, I was like, why don't I have 500,000 subscribers right now? Like, I want it so bad. I've been on YouTube for 3 years, whatever. But I am so grateful that I didn't reach that many people at that time, because that was not the right time for me, okay? I was making shit content. I was not proud of it. It's not the right time. And that doesn't mean when I was 16, when I was wanting 500,000 subscribers, that it wouldn't happen. It just would happen years later when I'm so much more happy with the place that I am. I'm like comparing a lot of stuff with like influencer stuff and numbers, but that's basically my life. And that's all I think about 24/7. But like a normal human experience, like, you know, when people are buying houses at my age, like, I'm like, yeah, that would be cool to have a house. But now I'm like, I don't think I'm ready yet. I'm ready for the future, and I don't want to rush things. I think when you're trying to rush life and trying to achieve things not in an organic way, it's not going to fulfill you in the way that you want it to. You're just going to keep wanting more. Of course, I'm not saying like don't strive for your goals and all of that, because goal setting is very, very important too. But you know yourself more than anyone, so just trust your gut and don't do things because you feel bad about yourself, or like you feel left behind, like you have to achieve this thing or you're going to be a failure at your age, because you're not. And I know a lot of people are like teenage girls that are watching my videos, and I want to just tell you, like, trust me, you have so much life and it's going to be okay. And I believe in you. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this kind of different girl talk. Want to say bye to everyone? I had a really fun sleepover with you guys. See you next time. I love you so, so much. Bye. I think she's comfy.